Hi, and welcome to my home. I'm Brenda Silvias, and I have been a longtime supporter of the Flagstaff Symphony Orchestra, and I'm grateful to be a part of Home for the Holidays. I feel like decorating is for the neighborhood and for the neighborhood children and for the joy that it gives me, but mostly for the kids. So every year I try to do something different on the front porch. We have a lot of walkers in the neighborhood and they bring the kids by and they point and laugh and they're always telling me how grateful they are for the time I spent. This year's theme is Santa's Workshop. I've had a Santa for several years that sat on a porch swing that we removed this year, and he needed a new hat. So earlier this season, I went out to get him a new hat, and I came home with a new Santa. That's just the way things work, you know? My favorite item of my decorating is my snowman elf. He came from a company that I had to order like 6 months in advance to get him, and he's got a long carrot nose, and he's got posable legs and pointy shoes, and he's fun. There's lights on the front porch, the house is lit, and we have 2 trees that are wrapped. It's very festive, whether it's in the daylight or the evening, but twilight is the perfect time to come by. I hope everybody will come by and see it. It's really easy, and you know, the joy that you get from doing it, everything I add to the front porch, I step down the steps, take another look at it, smile. I smile every time I come out here. It's truly something that you can do for yourself and your neighborhood, and I decorate not to be a perfectionist, but for gratitude and joy, and it gives me such joy. I've been involved with the symphony for many years in just attending the symphony and enjoying it. I was asked to serve on the board, so I served on the board for about 3 years, and then all of a sudden, voila, I was president. Unfortunately, I had to end my commitment with the board a couple of years ago when my husband became ill. But I am a continuous contributor in any way I can, as well as our company contributes as much as we can, because we really think the symphony is one of the things that makes Flagstaff very special.
Welcome to my home. I'm Jill Babb, and I'm honored to be part of the Home for the Holidays. One of the things I try to do every year is I try to make everything different. I never put things in the same spot. And this year I wanted to kind of go around the theme of the deer and the trees, and then I just built from there. I've been collecting Christmas things for a long time. If you get things that you like, you can usually put them all together, and that's what I did. I mean, with the angels and the birds and the trees and the ginger house, you know, they all kind of go together. I would really encourage people to do something different every year. Kind of go out on a limb, you know, use some snow where maybe they didn't use snow before, or use a tree with a Santa that they maybe just put Santas out. There's so many different things that you can, you know, mix together that really always look nice. I think the mantle is probably one of the most important things that you can decorate during the holidays, because with the fireplace, I think it just gives you that warm feeling about Christmas. One of the things I do try to do is I try to keep the same ribbon throughout my house. And so you'll see this ribbon on my tree, you'll see it different places. I usually tie it around lights and things like that. But again, all I did was just take some of the balls that I had, tie a bow. I had some of these beautiful gold tassels, and if you put them all together, I think you'd be surprised at how good they look. And then, of course, my little collection of trees and my Santa from my grandparents when they were alive. I love the sentimental reasoning behind some of the decorations that I have in my home, because they remind me so much of my growing up in Michigan. I know that a lot of people have ornaments that they've collected in their family over time, and I usually do a tree, especially when my kids were little. I would just do a special tree with all those special ornaments, but now that they're grown up, I do it more of a, you know, a decorating type tree that looks good, instead of having all the decorations at the bottom like the kids used to do. When you decide you want to decorate your tree, you probably should have some sort of theme. My theme this year was just the ribbon and just the white balls and the gold balls. And I wanted to make sure that there was enough depth and size difference so that it didn't look all the same. And then by putting the little birds on and putting the few picks in, it just makes everything look like it's all a little different. Because if it was all the same size, it wouldn't be very interesting. I like to put little elves around and have them doing different things. I think it's kind of fun. I usually have a little chain that goes between the elves so it looks like they're decorating the tree. And so many people can do those things. You could do that with the birds also if you wanted to. You could have some sort of strand of string hanging from bird to bird to make it look like they're decorating the tree. We are so looking forward to being a part of the symphony this year. You know, we've never had the tickets for the whole season, but this year we're going to, just because we think that through this pandemic, I think we've all learned that our local things that we have, the stores, the people, are so important for us to support, and all of us need to be supporting them so that we still have this beautiful mountain town.